in downtown Seattle. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
First down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And gets by him, and a little daylight. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, right back to Benson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Murray now to throw. Bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Looking to put a drive together.
19.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle.
Unlock line. Unlock. Hey. Let's go. Let's go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. If you look at this defense, they've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
COVID-19. Here we go. Set. Ready, ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Second and 7.
Get it. Gravity Lions. Gravity Lions.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here we go. Here we go. 70, 19.
Now they'll audible to something else. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Harrison. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Over the middle, Harrison. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll go again with Benson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Benson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Come on.
Now Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's White. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
And the Cardinals first down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On the handoff, Benson running right. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about when we did see pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle?
Murray going to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's caught by Harrison, right side. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Throwing now is Murray. On the left side, a catch by Wayne. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. So they decide not to back him up. They want the down. An interesting call there as it'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
19 tight, 19 tight, ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Dragon 60. Let's go. 79 broken. 70 Lions. Trap 60. Trap 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Strike. Viking 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air, another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let go.
Off the middle, here's Walker. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 4, it's second and a couple.
Come on, set. Cougar 19. Ready.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Sanders on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll shift things around. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
19 Lions. Warriors 70.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. These guys running back out of the backfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They will power through. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Ready, trap 60, trap 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Well, he had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Come on, set. 70 Timberwolf. Get him. Motion, check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 16.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
60. Cougar 19. Cup 19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Cardinals 3. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not much much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Open man here is Benson. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Murray now. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Murray. He completes it right side of the lane. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun now from Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Murray now to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This is caught by Tucker. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They got 29 yards that time. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Benson. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Back to throw. Murray. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride from 6 yards away. And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They're marking down officially at the 34. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Right back to him on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Running left is Walker. Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now they'll change things up.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Trap 60, Trap 60, 7 Pirates, Mustang 19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
26-yard line.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Here we go. Shot.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Come on. Ready?
Walker with another carry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips and bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Ready?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Seahawks extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Cardinals 10. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And this one is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Let's go. Go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So the victory here for Seattle. And we talked so much about